They just found out?
Yeah.
So the others, on pins and needles, they don't know? They'll be listening to this?
Right.
Who in this process, Stephen, have you taken advice from? Who has had the biggest influence?
I've taken a lot of advice from my friends and family. The president, Adam Weinberg, has been great.
Do you have any doubts about your decision?
No, I don't have any doubts at all.
Would you like to sleep on it a little bit longer, or are you ready to make a decision?
I slept enough, or lack of sleep.
Are you still a drinker?
I drink a little bit, not of late.
You've had everybody else drinking. So I guess it's time for them to stop drinking. The answer to the question everyone wants to know. Stephen, what is your decision?
In this December, this is very tough. Effective this December, I'm going to take my talents to commencement and join the unemployment line.
Graduation? That was the conclusion you came to?
That was, in fact, the conclusion I came to.
Why?
Like I said before, I feel it's going to give me the best opportunity to succeed in the future and be unemployed for years, for multiple years. And I feel that I can finally move out as well.
How do you explain this to your co-host?
He should have expected this. It's been coming for a while now.
I suppose he's going to need a replacement.
I suppose so.
How does a replacement apply for the position?
Apply to be a doobie DJ, of course.
Will he or she learn the ropes first?
Yes, they will. He or she will have the blessed opportunity of working alongside both Alex and myself in preparation for my replacing me in 2015.
If you want to make a smart decision, apply to be on the doobie.
Whether you want to play some of your favorite music
or talk about your favorite passions, whether they be politics, pop culture, or sports,
you could have a radio show all on your own.
Apply to be a WDUB DJ.
A very smart decision indeed.
Hey, I'm Alex Kaufman, the neurotic sports fan, and you're listening to 91.1 WDUB, The Doobie.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay, 'cause I could draw. My uncle was, and I kept my room straight. I told my mom, tears rushing down my face. She's like, Ben, you've loved girls since before pre-K. Sure. Yeah, I guess she had a point, didn't she? Bunch of stereotypes all in my head. I remember doing the math, like, yeah, I'm good at Little League. A preconceived idea of what it all meant for those that like the same sex. Had the characteristics, the right-wing conservatives thinking to decision. And you can be cured with some treatment in religion. Man-made rewiring of a predisposition, playing God. Oh, nah, here we go. America the brave still fears what we don't know. And God loves all his children. It's somehow forgotten, but we paraphrase a book written 3,500 years ago. I don't know.
And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm.
If I was gay, I would think hip-hop hates me. Have you read the YouTube comments lately? Man, that's gay. Gets dropped on the daily. We become so numb to what we're saying. A culture founded from oppression. Yeah, we don't have acceptance for 'em. Call each other faggots behind the keys of a message board. A word rooted in hate, yet our genre still ignores it. Gay is synonymous with the lesser. It's the same hate that's caused wars from religion, gender to skin color, the complexion of your pigment. The same fight that led people to walkouts and sit-ins. It's human rights for everybody. There is no difference. Live on and be yourself. When I was at church, they taught me something else. If you preach hate at the service, those words aren't anointed. That holy water that you soak in has been poisoned. When everyone else is more comfortable remaining voiceless rather than fighting for humans that have had their rights stolen. I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.
Hello again, Granville, surrounding areas, and the world if you're streaming online. We're back with Big Red Sports Talk here. It's me, Steven, and we got ourselves a guest. Member of the Big Red football team, here in the flesh himself, Mr. Anthony Sernus. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure to be on Big Red Sports Talk.
Hey, we love to have you on here, Anthony.
Yeah. We're really glad glad you're here because we want to talk with you. We want to talk with some football players, you specifically, about
Michael Sam.
Yes, Michael Sam, who
defensive end from Missouri, SEC Player of the Year or Defensive Player of the Year, has just come out of the closet right before the NFL draft.
Yeah, it's really a risky, really a bold thing. What I hate about this though is that it is a big deal. I think it's great that people are showing their support for him, but I think it's also at the same time, I wish it wasn't such a big deal. I wish it didn't matter. It shouldn't matter. No one should care. Oh, he's gay? Great. Good for you. Keep going. That's all that should matter. But that's not how it is here.
Well, maybe in 15 years it won't be a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it won't be. Well, if a player was openly gay in your locker room, how would the team treat him?
You know, I've actually talked to other guys on the team about this, and you know, we really, I don't think we'd have a problem with it. I'm a big proponent of being honest in the locker room. You know, I believe that the closer you are with your fellow teammates off the field, the better you two will play together on the field. So, you know, a guy to come out of the closet like that, I give him props, respect, and I don't really think it's that big of a deal coming from the teammates. Like you said, you know, the team's always got your back, so I'm just you know, I'm sure the team's just glad he was honest.
Mm-hmm. Right. The thing is, his teammates did not have a problem with it, but let's say
some of them did, actually. Have you heard about this?
I have not.
A lot of them are coming forward in the media. They're saying, yeah, we support you. This is great. I'm glad you can finally be honest. A lot of the guys, though, apparently, you know, are saying stuff behind his back, or
I'm sure, because the problem is it's a manly male-based, testosterone-filled place, a football locker room. That's part of the problem. I mean, it's because it's like trying to continue the stereotype of like a man's man. Mm-hmm. I mean, is Darren Sharper a man's man? Look what happened. Look what just happened to him. Drugging and raping women is that so great? Is that really? Would you rather look up to him, or would you rather look up to Michael Sam? It shouldn't matter. I mean, what do you think? I mean, this this man's man type of thing.
Yeah, I guess that's been the face of football for a while, but to be honest, like I said earlier, I don't really think it should matter. I think, to be honest, the media tries to blow it up into a bigger story than I think the players make it out to be, and yeah, you know.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, but isn't it true? Don't you say the Lord's Prayer before games? I mean, I guess I'm not a religion major or anything like that, but I mean, there are arguments over what the Bible says about homosexuality. I'm not. Yeah. I don't think the Bible. I think with some people, I think it's how people take the Bible with that. I mean, you say the Lord's Prayer. Do you think would this be an issue? Like, let's say theoretically, if you had a gay teammate.
Yeah, I really don't think it'd be an issue. It's like a team thing. It's also not just religious based, but it's also kind of like a tradition aspect. And I think even, you know, should a player be gay, I think he would still buy into that, and I don't envision him really having problems saying a team prayer before the game.
Now, what if he took offense? Do all the players say it, or are there certain players who opt out?
I mean, if he takes offense, still, he can just take a knee with the team and choose to be quiet, or if he doesn't want to take a knee, he can stand up and remain quiet.
Okay.
Let me just say that I personally know a couple homosexuals who are Christian, so there aren't exclusive things.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's just you hear the extremists. I'm trying to find this.
Let's not play.
I'm not trying
Westboro
to.
Baptist Church type stuff.
No, it's the type of guy. It's just this guy who's applying to be a high school football coach in the area. Wants to. It's just like he says he's also a preacher, and some of the stuff he says, it's like it's scary type of stuff. It's like he wants this team, and he's really the kids really like him. His players really like him, but he's like brainwashing them. Like he says things like bullying is supposedly just like it's a horrible thing, and it's just like against like gays and lesbians. It's really horrible, the stuff he says. I don't remember his name. I don't agree with him at all, obviously, but it's just I mean, like, part of it's also like the coach's aspect. I don't think Coach Hayden would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting, the dynamic and stuff. I mean, it's just fascinating to me.
To me, and also adding to that, the biggest thing that the players would have to overcome. Now, this is just hypothetically speaking. I've heard this happen in a few different situations, but just because a player is gay, that doesn't mean, he's sexually attracted to everyone on the team that's a male. That's
right.
Kind of like an ignorant feeling.
That's one of those things I hate.
People
it's
in the
like
past have had,
It's like, so it's like the issue is like they don't want to change in front. They don't want to change or something in front of him. It's like, no, I think he controls his emotions. One and two, you don't know that every single one of your teammates is theoretically straight.
Yeah. And
so you could have changed in your entire career. It's really I really just hate this situation and stuff. It shouldn't be as big of a deal as it is. Really.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you guys are all one team. You share the same interests. You love, listen to music, getting pumped up with your team before the game, go out and play in the game of football, and that's really what it's about. That's my opinion.
Hey, I mean, that's kind of the way it really should be looked at, and that's why like a lot of people have come out in support of him and saying like, if he's talented, we're going to pick him regardless.
Yeah.
However, there are players who have been saying negative things against him. Mm-hmm. They think that because he's gay, he just can't be as good at football, and plenty of mock draft sites have downgraded him. Why? What changed about Michael Sam between the day before his announcement and the day after his announcement? Nothing. Why should he be downgraded?
Well, I'm going to say one thing. All right, I'm totally in support of Michael Sam coming out as gay. I think that's a great thing. The one problem that he might bring to a team would be the media attention.
Exactly.
That's the only thing I could say that's why a team would not win it. It's sort of like a Tim Tebow sort of situation.
Yeah.
Every single magazine in America, from Sports Illustrated to Good Housekeeping, is going to want to come and interview this guy the first couple weeks of the season, during training camp, stuff like that. It's part of the reason people stay away from Tim Tebow. I think it's going to be part of the reason why teams stay away from him. It's not necessarily because they don't want a gay guy in the locker room or they're homophobic. It's because teams like the Cleveland Browns could not handle the media circus that this would create.
Okay, but
if you're the New England Patriots or the Denver Broncos, maybe Seattle Seahawks, someone like that, that's one thing. If you have the veteran leadership, if you already have...
Did you just say the Seattle Seahawks have veteran leadership like that? Their veteran leader is Richard Sherman.
No, he's not.
Richard Sherman.
Read about Michael Robinson. He's their veteran leader.
I'm aware. But like Richard Sherman is the outspoken one.
Yeah, the outspoken one. He's not the leader.
So what you're saying is the unneeded media attention versus a guy like Richard Sherman versus a guy like Mark Sanchez versus a guy like Johnny Manziel is going to be the number one pick in the draft.
Richard Sherman can work in Seattle. Richard Sherman on a team like the Browns is a distraction. Richard Sherman in Seattle, it works.
Fully embracing Seattle.
Okay, so do you think